Hey, what's up guys? It's been a while since I made a video, and on this video we're going to be taking a look at a press brake delivery over to Amite, Louisiana, and over there to Austin Lanier. Austin runs a shop out there called Dirt Road Metalworks, and been a long time friend of mine, just in the online community, and does some really good work over there, and decided to add a Prima press brake to his operation. So had a new batch of those come in this week down at the port in Houston, and here is my trailer, gooseneck trailer, backed in there, getting loaded up and getting ready to head over there to Louisiana.
That's good right there.
All right, all loaded up and heading over to Louisiana to deliver this machine to Austin Lanier. Quick little stop there for some coffee. And we've got our speed binders on here. I don't know if you guys a lot of you guys have probably seen these before, but I was using some Harbor Freight binders and they were just absolutely garbage. And these are badass. Put your impact ratchet on that and just zip them right up there, and they seem to be holding pretty tight. So all right, let's get on the road. All right, so the route on this delivery over to Austin's place took me from Corsicana, Texas, which is where my shop is, just south of Dallas, down to Houston, which is 2.5 hours away, to pick up the machine near the port at a warehouse I use to unload the containers. And then from there, after got loaded up, and took the journey over to Amite, Louisiana, where Austin's shop and house lives. Pretty neat place that he's got there with all of his family. They own a lot of property, and it's down a dirt road, and that's where they got the name Dirt Road Metalworks from. Wonder where they got that at. Anyway, you can see that they were using a Cat telehandler here, and I believe it was 12,000 pound rated, and there were no issues at all with the actual lifting with the telehandler. You can see the lifting points up top. Use some clevis type connections with some straps, and able to lift it no problem. You could also use chains there. It does want to tend to lean, pick up more from the front than the back because of the weight. And here you see the tilt or the curl on the mast, was tilted way up to offset that and get it to be pretty level. So here it is, just moving it around to another door on the side of the shop here. And Austin's recently added on to his shop, I think about a year ago, or maybe just less than that. This back section that we're moving around to is the recent addition. So he's got a pretty wide door. I think it's maybe 16 feet tall. And man, I don't know how wide it is, but it's probably 20 feet wide or so, maybe 18 feet wide. Plenty of room to get it in there, and you can see they got the outriggers out on the telehandler just to catch it if it tries to get unstable with the ground there. And just setting it inside, and you're going to see some relifting and moving around. And here it was, after it was on the ground, relifted it again to spin it around a different direction. And then after that, it was decided to go back the other way with it once it was in place. So you'll see some footage of that here too. You can see we just barely had room with the way that telehandler mast was made and the height and all that. All right, so here you see we got it on skates, or they did, and I was doing filming and just giving these guys some support. some skates to kind of get it rolled over into its final position. And I don't think I got too much footage of, once it was in that position, we decided to move it around again to get it to fit in a different orientation. So got the thing powered up. This is a single phase 220 machine. It needs about 30-40 amps, somewhere in that range. And man, I gave Austin like about 5 minutes of hey, here's the controls, here's how you operate it. And the guy's very skilled at CNC work, at CAD drawing. He's got a draftsman and CAD background, and so 2D 3D drawing, he can do it all. So I'm not surprised that he picked this up super quick. And then it was hey, get out of my way, let me run with it. So just kind of learning the process here. And we had some random scraps. We bent up a few different kinds of things here, and this was some aluminum diamond plate. The guy you see with the cap on is a nearby friend, neighbor, that builds dog boxes, and you'll see some footage of that here, and that's what they were actually making. And so this will be one of the things that they do pretty close to right out of the gate, is to build up more of these dog boxes that are made out of aluminum diamond plate, and the frames are made out of square tube. So here's one of the big panels of the dog box that they're getting ready to bend up. So just learning the quick change on the finger dies up top. I get these things ordered with 11. It's around 11 segments across the full width, which is 5 feet, and this thing has 69 tons of bending force. It'll bend 3/16 steel across the full width, and of course no problem handling.
Go all the way down with it.
This 063 diamond plate aluminum. One thing, when you get a longer piece, you gotta watch out. If you're holding it on the outer edge, it's gonna jerk it right out of your hands and can bend the material or do other damage. Here is a look at one of the dog boxes that's completed, and you can see the diamond plate top on there, and you can see all the square tubing. The whole thing's made out of aluminum and welded up, zipped up with the aluminum spool gun. The kid is doing quite well with those, selling a lot of them and staying very busy, doing that as a side hustle. He's a full-time fireman, as I understood it. And again, another look at one that's completed. And you saw some of the panels being bent. The doors on it and the top are the aluminum diamond plate. And Austin's been plasma cutting those, and then now they've got the press brake to get them bent with. So it should work out well. So if you're interested in a press brake or a laser or something like that, hit me up. I've got a couple of press brakes still left in stock, and then more on order. And then the lasers, I can get those ordered at any time. So just give me an email at my email address that you see on the screen here, and I'll respond back, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.